Okay, here we are in Unit 3 of Geometry. It's a similarity, so we're finally getting into like some of the similarity type questions, recognizing that triangles are similar, matching up a pair of sides in order to solve for an unknown. So here we have triangle ABC is similar to triangle OPQ, and so this is our symbol for similarity, and the order of these letters are very important. This tells us that A matches up with O, B matches up with P, and C matches up with Q. Okay, that allows us to determine which sides match up with which. And so since there's no markings on here, I'm going to mark on here that A and O match up, B and P match up, and so that's going to allow me to see which side of triangle ABC matches up with which side of OPQ. You can't just look at the picture and assume that two sides match up because it looks that way or because the picture is drawn that way. Use the similarity statement to match up the proper pieces. So, we're looking for F. I believe that's enough. So we have to figure out, well, which one of these sides matches up with F and which one of these sides matches up with 6. So, it looks like AC matches up with OQ. AC matches up with OQ. So 6 in the one triangle is to F in the other triangle, and then it looks like CB matches up with PQ, so as 4 is to 6. Right? So 6 is to F, as 4 is to 6. And since I started with the triangle ABC on top in the left side of the proportion, I'm going to start with triangle ABC on top in the right side of the proportion. So 6 is to F, as 4 is to 6. Cross multiply here, we get 36 equals 4F. Divide both sides by 4, F equals 9. Okay, moving on to our next one here. Okay. I believe this is a G. It doesn't look like a G. There we go. Now it's a G. Okay, so again, we look at our similarity statement. EFGHI is similar to STUVW. Okay, so it looks like these angles match up. These angles match up. And we're going to put a few in here that we actually need. Okay, so from this we can determine that EF matches up with ST, so 24 matches up with 20, and GH matches up with UV, so G matches up with 15. So 24 is to 20, as G is to 15. So again, I made sure that whatever figure I started with on top on one side of the equation, I started with that same figure on top on the other side of the equation. So we're going to cross multiply here. So 20G equals 24 times 15 is 360. Divide both sides by 20. So G equals 360 divided by 20, which ends up being 18. So G is 18. And the last part of this one, we have JKLM matches up with WXYZ, so those angles match up, those angles match up, L matches up with Y. Okay, so we can tell by this that 7 matches up with H, 3 matches up with 10. So let's set up that proportion. 7 is to H, as 3 is to 10. 3H equals 70. Dividing both sides by 3, we get H to equal 70 thirds, which does not reduce at all, so we'll just leave it like that. If you have any questions about any of those, how any of those proportions were set up, or how we cross-multiply to solve for any of those variables, feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, you're welcome to subscribe, like, or share to our videos.